Hey guys, it's Alex, Alfighter27 on Twitter here. You're used to hearing me talk, but I brought a friend this time. My co-host Nabeshin's here.
Hello.
So I'm gonna talk, and he's gonna give me stuff to think about. So that's Alex talks and Nabeshin's thoughts. I don't know. Sometimes I put them up top. Sometimes. So we got a couple topics to talk about here today. This top of the list one though, I like a bit. GTA 5, the beast that no one is excited for. So what's up with this?
Well, it's not really. It's kind of a weird thing with Grand Theft Auto 5. It's coming out later this year. I believe September 17th. They need to kill the mercenary.
Which got moved up.
Yeah.
Because they're like, fuck that.
It seems like everybody that I actually come in contact with who talk about video games and stuff like that, it's just like, hey, Grand Theft Auto 5 is coming out, and everybody's like, yeah, I guess. I mean, you're like that, Joe's like that, Jeff is like that, Jeff from Interactive Distractions, and it's just a thing that, like, even I'm like, yeah, sure, it's coming out, but unlike the rest of you guys, and maybe it'll change for when it actually comes out, but, like, it's still something I'm going to buy. It's not something I'm like, oh, I want to buy this, I have to buy this. It just feels like, it's just like, I'm going to buy this no matter what.
Yeah, and then there's like the other end of the spectrum of people that are so excited. They're like, this is clearly Game of the Year contender.
Yeah.
And when people were like, oh, that's BioShock and it's Last of Us, and it was kind of leading up to it, I was totally with them on that. But I'm like, GTA 5, like, I'm not sold on it. Like, the idea is like, oh, this is going to knock out The Last of Us. In my heart. And no, it's not. Like, it's GTA 4. So let's start at the source. Sure. GTA 4 was terrible, in my opinion. And you're playing through it right now.
Yeah, it's pretty much just an experiment to see like how that game
does it still suck. That's my opinion, of course. So like you're enjoying it.
I mean, I got to the part where it's becoming enjoyable again, but like
until the last mission, which is the worst thing ever.
I don't even remember. It's been so long, but I beat the game before. But yeah, wait, I think I do remember. Oh yeah, I do remember it.
The 4-hour-long mission with no checkpoint.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that game's terrible. But yeah, but Grand Theft Auto, it was like that game. It's just something about it that like it. Because, like, you can say, but with Rockstar Games, they do stuff that no other game company does. And, like, that's the credit that they give. They set the bar for, like, the stuff that, you can do in a video game.
Yeah.
And, it's weird, too, because, like, it gives you so much stuff, you kind of don't even want to do it.
Right?
It's like, oh, I can bowl in this game. It's a shitty version of bowling, but you can do it.
But it's so cool. It has real bowling physics. The pins knock over realistic.
You have friends you have to maintain and have to call every 5 minutes because they get bored and lonely, and you have to maintain them like they're dogs or something.
And if you don't call them, they get really upset about you.
You get a thumbs down.
You hang out with somebody else or someone more important than me? It's like, oh, you have a girlfriend that you have to hang out, you have to spend time with her, or else she gets fucking pissed. It's GTA, I don't know. It's with GTA 4, like I played through, it's like a 38-hour game.
Yeah.
It's about 28 hours longer than it should have been.
Yeah, and it takes like 15 hours or something like that to actually get enjoyable and good.
It's literally 15 hours of exposition about a character that doesn't act at all how they explain he will.
Yeah.
And then you get this motivation where he's spoilers for GTA 4, guys. If you haven't played it yet, you get this motivation that he's like looking for some guy that's like been like exported out to this country, and then you find him, and it's the most unsatisfying thing. And you're talking about it literally for 30 hours. 30 hours of that game is him hyping up. He's gonna find this motherfucker. He's gonna put him in the grave, and then it happens. You're like, well, I didn't kill him. And then it's because you see this pathetic hump of nothing, and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to feel some kind of emotional resonance.
I know. I'm like, oh, he's already dead. I shouldn't kill him. Oh, well.
Oh, yeah. His life after this is going to be worse off anyway. And then you don't kill him, and you feel nothing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not rewarding at all.
It's something. I will say, though, from the stuff I've seen from GTA 5, they seem like they're... It's hard to talk about Rockstar games.
Yeah, it's like, look, they seem like they're really trying with this one. Oh, they are trying. That's how all of them are. It's like, well, except for like LA Noire, but that wasn't their fault.
Yeah.
But it's like Red Dead was like incredible.
Yeah.
Everybody thinks that Red Dead is incredible, except for, it has its bad part.
Yeah.
Which
is Mexico.
Yeah, and it seems like all the Rockstar games are kind of like dipping into that, where it's like, oh, it's amazing, but it has like this big drawback.
Yeah.
Like GTA 4 was gorgeous. It was one of the most realistic cities ever,
and it still kind of holds up too after like playing that side by side by Saints Row the Third. Oh my god, that game looks like it makes Saints Row the Third look pretty much like SpongeBob, pretty much Avatar or something like that.
It's a pretty good comparison.
Yeah,
it's just like they take their time with their shit, and it's clear that open world is really important to them.
And that you expect the game to be polished, like one or two stupid glitches that'll be on YouTube there, lots of that. But I want to play it. I just want to experience it. It's something but for me to say like I want to spend $60 on it, something compared to like something like BioShock Infinite or The Last of Us, that made me feel something that I don't think this game's going to give me. Yeah, like that kind of satisfaction. Yeah, that's kind of not worth my $60.
Yeah, it's like GTA 5 looks like it's gonna be. This one looks like it's gonna be fun. Yeah, like it looks like it found what it lost in GTA 4. It's the fun, and they're bringing it back. It looks like it's gonna play fine. It's got really cool mechanics. It's got a weapon wheel. I'm sold. Weapon wheel, right? And the gameplay trailer they put out was really impressive. Yes. Like, it was totally awesome.
And they stole it from Dream Drop Distance. It's crazy.
Right? It's just like, oh, you can drop, and then there's somebody else, and they're doing crazy shit. No, they're doing right. But it wasn't enough. It was like so close. It was like they needed one more thing, and they just didn't put the last nail in the coffin for me to really want to get out there.
And that's the thing about these Rockstar games too. Like, not to completely shit on them, because it's not like I am, but like they're the type of games that you can't just demo. Yeah, you can't just get a demo or just try it out. It's something that you actually have to buy.
You have to invest in it.
Yeah, exactly. It's something you have to buy and like actually put time into it for you to really appreciate everything that they do with bit in the game. And this is gonna be another case of it, because you can't expect it like having like an hour demo or something like that. I doubt it.
Yeah. It's like it's something there's so many different like nuances to it. Like they're like saying there's like real tennis physics in it, and there's like real bicycle physics in it, and you can combine those if you want. You can fucking play tennis on a bicycle if you want. And like people were like really excited. I saw this like 1-page article of some dude like breaking down the trail, and it's like, well, he was riding a bike and he was also playing tennis. And he's like getting all these calculations about how that means you can play tennis on a bicycle. Now he was so excited about that. And it's like there are nuances like that you're not going to get unless you put like 10 hours into it.
Right.
And there's like all the Easter eggs Rockstar's famous for, like Sasquatch. Like people, did you see like the photos of like there's a shot of like a plane going over a forest? And someone like zoomed in, and it looks like Sasquatch is going into the forest.
No, I didn't.
It was amazing. It was like somebody was like, "Fuck!" And it's like 2 pixels because it was like a huge thing in like GTA 3 that there was like a Yeti or a Sasquatch or a Bigfoot in it, and it wasn't. But they like teased about it, and now it wasn't in 4, so now they might be doing that. They put it in like the Red Dead stuff. Yeah. So it's like there's stuff like that Rockstar just they sprinkle that stuff on top. It's like little bonuses for the people that give a shit. Yeah, which is awesome. But again, like you're not going to get that from a demo. Yeah. Like you're not going to see the magic that is Grand Theft Auto in an hour-long demo.
Yeah, exactly. And just comparing what GTA 5 needs to be compared to like what open world games like Sleeping Dogs and Saints Row the Third, even the 4.
The innovations that have come since GTA 4.
And I don't know if they're really. I think. Not to sound like, not to compare it to Microsoft or like that, but it seems like Rockstar is kind of in their own little bubble when it comes to like their type of games and
they're kind of like Nintendo.
I guess that's a very good better. That's a better comparison.
Like Nintendo is going to do what they're going to do. Yeah, they don't give a shit what you think.
Yeah,
like, and it's probably going to be pretty good. Yeah, but it's still maybe they're not like getting it. They just don't get it. Like they're not innovating really. Yeah. I don't know. It'll be fine. People will love it, but I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna blow the cap off of Game of the Year.
We'll have to see. Like, cause it makes me think like, like is something that's not completely linear, but something as linear as The Last of Us.
Yeah.
That type of game is kind of linear, like, but they put so much detail into what they do.
Yeah.
And like something for Grand Theft Auto 5 is not linear, but like you can do so much stuff in it. Like, is it like it's like I can't really put into words, but like is like what can you do? The stuff that you can do, is that more important than like? I guess the story. I guess
like quality over quantity.
There you go. There you go. That's the perfect word.
Let's see, this is why we're both here. Yeah, it's like there's so much in GTA 5, and Last of Us is a thing. You know, it's a straight path.
It's one thing.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, this is 100% all the way through.
Yeah.
Not even like a little dip. And it's like, is GTA going to be able to maintain that through all of it has to offer, or is the fact that there's so much going to make up for that?
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like the Assassin's Creed series kind of struggled with that too. They're like, let's just throw more shit in it. All of it breaks. Everything starts falling apart. Ships start crashing. I don't know. It's, I don't know. That's a great like way to put it. Is like, is this quality versus quantity? How is that going to roll out? Especially game of the year.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking more of it, because like that's where it's going to pretty come down to, because like Bioshock Infinite and Last of Us and GTA 5, those are pretty much your three pillars for a game of the year. That's going to be one of those three.
Yeah, and like that's this generation. We also have like this whole new fucking generation happening. We really don't know what to expect from that.
Yeah,
that's a completely. That is the wild hound in the room that's like grabbing at people's ankles and tearing them apart. Like no one knows what's gonna happen. Yeah, that's the wild card. So that's what I was going for, not a hound, but I got there. So there you go. GTA 5, the beast no one is excited for. Anyway, TV just turns off. It just happens every time. So what do you guys think? You guys, are you excited for GTA 5? Are you in the camp with me and you're not excited for it? Or are you like Greg on the podcast that's totally hyped for it? He's totally sold. So let us know in the comments or tweet us. I'm at Alfighter27. Nabeshin over here is at Nabeshin186. I know it's gonna be impossible to spell. Don't worry. We'll make the magic happen. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because that will help us out a lot. And if you like this, then you should totally like it, because then more people will see it. If you have free time, follow us on Twitter. Like I said, tell us what you think of this. Give us your thoughts. We will take the time to respond. Don't worry. Don't forget to check out the site that we're both on, RationalPassions.com. It's where you can find the podcast, Rational Passions Podcast. And, of course, don't forget to check out my latest Alex Talks. I talk about JRPGs and why they make me feel so happy inside. So check that out. But other than that, yeah, man, don't forget to subscribe, and we'll talk again soon. Kind of say, well, that's a safe bet that's going to be the annoying one. Oh, she's going to be the over-sexualized one. Oh, he's the female-looking male protagonist?